Hi Capricorn, welcome to your weekly reading for June 30th through July 6th. I'm going to be taking a look at what's coming up for you for the week ahead. I'm going to start by looking at your current situation, where things are heading, the internal and external energies affecting you, as well as your outcome. This is general. It may not resonate for everyone. If it does, go ahead and hit that like button. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channels. It helps me to pick up on your energy for all future reads. Now, at the end of your reading, I will be pulling an oracle message for you from the Sacred Traveler Oracle deck to give us some more insight, guidance, and clarification on your situation. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump right in. For Capricorn, show me their week ahead, where they're currently at, where things are heading, and the outcome for June 30th through July 6th, please. The overall energy to your reading, Capricorn, is the King of Pentacles. So I see your energy more focused on your stability, resources, and taking your time here in a particular situation. I feel like, financial security and your resources, like you're really focused on you. And so you're steering yourself forward towards things that are achievable in the material world, and really focused on that. The Ten of Cups comes out as your current situation. So I see a relationship, maybe it's family support that you have here, enjoying family, but I also see that you're looking at everything you've achieved that feels really good, and it feels like you're really following your heart towards something that provides true love. Now, maybe it's you supporting your family, having children here as well, because they are in the play, so in a very healthy relationship. The Six of Cups comes out in reverse for where things are heading through the week. Not returning to your past, not wanting to repeat past ways as well. Now that could be you or your partner here. I see the Six of Swords as the energy you're bringing to your reading. So moving on from something that feels like, you know what, I don't need to hold on to all these thoughts and stuff from my past. I want to journey forward and see what's ahead of me instead of looking towards the past and holding on to that. So the energy that this person is bringing to your reading is the Three of Wands. So waiting for someone or something to show up, kind of looking out and, looking at the view of, wow, it looks great, it's beautiful. Also making some progress here. But the Tower comes out as your outcome. So that's really throwing me off, because there is something that shows up in your outcome as disrupting to this situation. Let's go ahead and start clarifying. We're going to start with this Ten of Cups. Okay, Ten of Cups is clarified by the Four of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, the King of Swords, as well as the Empress at the bottom of the deck. It looks like you and someone in particular were going through a rough patch, but this is somebody that you love. You're fully invested in this person. You feel they're worth fighting for, so that's why you're standing your ground. Even if there's, an argument or whatever, you're going to speak your mind on how you feel here, because you want to be heard. You really care about this person. You really love them, and you want to be with them. So making things work, it's the right thing to do. And your plan is to fight for what you love and to hold on to that and tell this person how you feel. They might not like to hear everything that you have to say, but you definitely do it with compassion and with love. And not giving up is leading you to making your dreams come true here and feeling like you're there to support your family and vice versa. Let's go ahead and clarify that Six of Cups in reverse. Oh, goodness. Okay, so the Six of Cups in reverse is clarified by the 10 of Wands, the Hierophant, and the 5 of Swords. And so this is where your things are heading through the week ahead of June 30th through July 6th. The Ace of Swords is at the bottom of the deck right here. Okay, so someone is giving up on the past, and it's heavy for them to do so, letting go of their past, not wanting to repeat certain patterns here. Someone's carrying around this heaviness of this is the right thing to do, but at the same time, it comes off that they're doing it because the past, like, it feels like an ex. I'm not gonna lie, someone that they were attached to or you were attached to, letting go of that past person. You've been carrying around, whoever it is, been carrying this around for quite some time. You were either married to this person or had a spiritual connection to this person, but got tired of their games, their negativity, things like that. And so cutting this out of your life, you know, like, I don't want to go back to that. I'm done. So let's go ahead and clarify that Six of Swords for the energy that you're bringing to your reading here. It really feels like it's you. You're leaving the past behind. You don't want to return to the past, someone from your past, any of that. So you're trying to leave that all behind and focus on this relationship ahead, because a lot of good things are happening for you, and this commitment with this person, it feels really good. You're sharing a life with somebody here and either moving away to be with them or moving forward here. Why is the Seven of Swords coming out at the bottom of the deck, though? You know, are you telling yourself, like, I'm done with the past, I'm not going back to the past, but then there's also a little bit of distrust, either within yourself or trusting that everything's going to be fine moving forward here. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, the 10 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Wands. So, I mean, this is really good energy. Also traveling, you know, to move in with this person or moving away with this person. Especially if you have a family together or things are beautiful in that way, like you've created a family together. I mean, there's a lot of happiness here and things are happening rather quickly. But that might also make you feel this sense of, can I really trust them? Can I trust myself? Can we trust the situation? So trust comes into your reading as, are you being honest with yourself and with others? Let's go ahead and clarify that Three of Wands for the energy they're bringing to your reading. Alright, so the Three of Wands is clarified by the Queen of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and then the World card is at the bottom of the deck right here. They're really waiting for someone to show up or something to show up so they can capture that moment, because there is a camera in this Three of Wands card right here as well. So they're just enjoying their coffee right now while they wait to capture a moment here of what they're going to say, how they're going to say it to someone in particular, about an agreement that you two have. It's almost like they know that your past person keeps reaching out to you or plays a big part in your life. So if you had children or a very serious relationship with someone from your past, and this might not be for everyone, remember it is general, but your particular situation, because this message keeps coming out over and over, if you have those things happening in your life, your person now is waiting to capture the moment where they tell your past person off that, you know, you're with them. They know, you know, your loyalty. They know that you want a relationship with them, but they're, you know, calling things out as BS to this other person. So that way they want to see that that chapter is really closed with the past person. And if somebody prior to them played a significant role in your life, or is, you know, the other parent to your children in some way, for those of you that are going through that, this person is waiting to capture that moment of, are you going to stay loyal to me? You know, we have this contract here. We have this agreement between one another, and they will remind you of that, and that they're ready to move forward with you if that's what you want, but that things need to close out with the other person. If that's not the case for others of you, this person is just waiting to capture a moment here where they can say what they want. They feel that you are loyal, but they also feel like you were moving slow, and they want to close out that chapter of you moving slow and meet them at the same speed. So let's go ahead and clarify the Tower for the outcome. Yeah, this is someone that is tied to you. Just keeps coming out that way. The Tower is clarified by the Eight of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Eight of Swords. Bottom of the deck is the King of Cups. So this person that you no longer want anything to do with, and you're telling them off. You know, it's a like, no, I'm done. I'm done with this stuff. I'm moving on. It disrupts things for them. It completely shatters, you know, this tower that they feel you two built. Because you're walking away. You no longer love them like you used to. They already knew it was going to happen, but now they're really stuck in their head about it because they can't seem to let go of loving you. Woo! There's a lot of that happening this week to come for quite a few people. But you're trying to move on and grow, and somebody from your past that you don't want to return to because you feel like they were all games, they were negative, they weren't good for me, they made me feel this heaviness every time I was with them, and I can't go back and forth between them and someone else. Well, because I see a lot of Three of Wands, so there's too many people involved. That person's still holding on to the fact that they love you, and they're like, I know that you love me, Capricorn, but just really stuck in their head about it. Let's go ahead and get an oracle message for Capricorn. What do you want them to know about their reading? Answering the call, the time is now. Walk through that gate, through that archway, into like a garden that's greener, things that are growing and flourishing and look beautiful. Because behind you, everything is dead. Everything is done and over. It's not coming back to life, and it's time to move forward out of that phase. Wandering path, enjoy the journey, because the journey is going to be good. It will have its challenges, but for the most part, it is going to be good. And you should just enjoy moment to moment here. So Capricorn, this is what I have for you. If it resonates with your situation, go ahead and hit that like button. I will see you in your next reading coming up. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.